6 months ago, I posted my very first YouTube video, and since then, I've made every single mistake in the book. And look, I'm just someone that's learning YouTube as we go, but sometimes it's better to learn from someone that's going through the trenches, that's two steps ahead of you, rather than somebody who's already made it and already having a successful channel. So, let me tell you exactly what I've learned and what I've been through. One of the best pieces of advice that I've received while building my YouTube channel was having an avatar matters of your ideal viewer. You see, we all like to post videos for everybody, and I was guilty of doing this as well. I just decided that I was going to post something that I enjoyed, that I wanted to watch or something like that, or that I enjoy watching on other channels. But if you don't find what your ideal viewer is, then it's going to change. Now, your ideal viewer might change along the way. Maybe the people that end up watching your videos aren't the ones that you intended were going to see that. But if you want to have growth, and I don't have the most insane growth, but having an avatar actually matters to me because you know what videos you want to make. If you see exactly what your client is going to be or your viewer is going to be, let's say for me, I make videos for people that are interested in building YouTube channels, that want to grow YouTube channels, turn them into a business, and probably are in their 30s or above. That's kind of everything that I've been through. So when I started doing my research and finding some videos for teenagers that want to build YouTube channels, that's not my ideal. I'm not making that video because that's not my ideal client. That's not the client that I want to go through or help or do that. Now, if there is a student that watches my videos and gets help from that, then I'm really happy about it. But it's not the ideal viewer that I'm trying to reach out for. And you can't help everybody. So if you niche down more, you'll get so much help. I watch YouTube videos of people that their ideal client is somebody in their 50s. They get a ton of views because some people respond to that. They're in their 50s and they want to see somebody that's also in their 50s. And I'm not the ideal viewer either. I watch their videos. I sometimes pay for their mentorship and I get help from those channels, but I'm not the ideal viewer, but still I get help from them. So if you focus on your ideal viewer, they'll come and see you because you're making videos for them and not for somebody else. Now, the next one is that momentum is key. When I started making YouTube videos 6 months ago, I started posting videos and my first video got a view. My second video got 0 views for a very long time. And my third video also got 0 views. And it just went on and on like that. And I was still determined to make something happen. But it did not feel right because I saw some videos that were getting views like that. And I wasn't getting those views. And the truth is, I'm not monetized yet. I have this goal of, if you're a regular viewer, that you'll know that I want to get monetized by the 15th of April. So I'm speaking that into reality. But my small growth has been happening recently. I start getting a little bit more views, and I'm not even talking 100 views a video, but sometimes I get my videos to get 40, 50 views. And that was just simply not a reality when I first started 6 months ago. It just wasn't like that. I wasn't getting any views. I was getting 1 or 2 views at most. And when you get those views, it can feel discouraging, but you just have to keep in mind that when you'll improve, you'll be consistent, you keep posting. I post 3 times a week. And after a while, people will recognize your videos and they'll click on your videos and they'll be interested in you sharing your journey because that's what I'm doing. I'm sharing my journey of growing my YouTube channel. So that can really help if you're doing that, because, or if you have that mindset that at first you're probably not going to get views, but then you'll have a little bit of views, then a bit more views, then you'll get quite a decent amount of views, and then maybe you'll get a ton of views, and hopefully this channel is like that, it will get a ton of views. And when you go on some YouTube channels that blow up overnight, those are very rare, but you always see those videos because, or those channels, because they have blown up. But you don't see those people that are in the trenches, that are struggling, that maybe take years to get monetized. Hopefully it won't be my case. But if it is the case, then I'm still going to keep posting 3 times a week until that happens, and after that, obviously. So that's something that you should keep in mind, that at the beginning it's slow, but then it's actually going to improve. Now let's talk about equipment. I have a mic, as you can see. It's not the best mic in the world. It probably cost $15 or 15 euros or dollars. I can't remember where I bought it. And my iPhone. That's it. So you don't need a ton of gear. And you'll see those YouTubers that have a ton of gear, and that's something that can actually help them. They invest over time. But when you're first posting your videos, when you're learning to grow, when you're trying to get better at this, then it will just take some time, and you don't have to have all that fancy gear right now. There's people that get monetized with just an iPhone and a mic, and that's awesome, and you should be able to do that as well. So make sure that you keep that in mind. Now, I have 2 parts to this. One, the very first subscriber hits different. And you'll see when you get your first subscriber, and let me know in the comments if you already have had your first subscriber, and it hits different than your other ones, because you just know that somebody out there has taken the time to subscribe to your channel. And right now I don't have a ton of subscribers, so every single subscriber that I get, and sometimes I get a few in a day, sometimes I get 0 as well for almost a week, those hit very different. Those, like, they get me excited, but the very first one also is on another level. And the second part to this is comments. Now, when I see a comment right now, like I got a comment today, I responded to 2 comments, in fact, which is amazing, on 2 different videos. And those mean so much, you have no idea how much they mean to me. When I see a comment on a video, that an insightful comment, maybe it's somebody that's in the trenches, like in the same way I am, maybe they have less or more subscribers, it doesn't matter, and they just leave a comment to say, we're in this together, we're trying to help. Or maybe it's somebody that's ahead of me and that's just trying to help me out. Maybe try this, or I tried this and it worked, or maybe just encouragement or something, like a genuine comment that means something, because I also get those comments with emojis that I don't even understand. And I mean, those are cool as well, but like the real comments, they hit so different than anything else. And I didn't think that this would happen, but having those comments and those subscribers, it's like a whole new different thing. Like, what you're trying to create is actually working. People are actually interested in what I'm talking about, and this is like so nice to me. Like, you have no idea, I can't even explain. But if you leave me a comment, I'd be so happy. Same goes with the watch time and all that stuff. Like, if a video does well, it really helps. But like, a comment is next level to me. Now, the next thing is that the learning curve is steep. And again, when you see those videos that blow up overnight, maybe they have like 5 videos and one of them gets 1 million views, and maybe their first video gets 100,000 views, and they have so many subscribers, comments, likes, everything, and they've just started this channel. And you imagine that maybe yours is going to be like that. Maybe you create a channel, and I was a bit like that when I first started my channel, and I got 0 views or 1 view. So I learned reality really, really quick, but really, it's just a learning curve. It's learning how to speak in front of the camera, learning how to move, because I used to not move. I used to put this phone on a tripod and film myself filming the videos. People weren't engaged. There wasn't enough movement, and in fact, right now, I spend less time setting up my stuff because I don't have to do anything. I just put in the mic and start recording. Well, obviously I plan the video, but in terms of filming, I do less because I don't have to set up my tripod. So that is great. So, but the learning curve is really steep. You just have to learn so many things. The lighting, like I don't have any more lighting because it doesn't work anymore. So I try to film whenever it's daylight, and right now it's the worst season. It's like winter, so hopefully you can see me all right. But that's what happens. But there's a learning curve to everything on YouTube. Thumbnails, how to do thumbnails that capture attention, how to make videos that capture attention, and so on and so on. And that's why you're not getting so many views at first. And it does take more time than you might think. People are kinder than you think. When you go online and you see the videos, no matter if they're good videos, videos that blow up, or on whatever platform, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, TikTok is probably the worst, where you post or you see people posting videos and like they get destroyed in the comments. Everybody hates them. They're doing some sort of thing, not necessarily something that should have upset people, just a video like this, and they get destroyed. And you think that I'm prepared for this. I have I have a YouTube channel, so I'm going to get destroyed as well. It's just something that I have to work with. I'm prepared for it. It's all right. But in fact, people are genuinely rooting for you, and I find this so amazing when I see and this goes back to the comments that I talked about earlier on. When you get comments that are really positive, that people are really telling you that you're going to make this is going to happen, you're going to manage to get monetized by the 15th of April if you keep pushing, and they're just helping you out. And so far, and I'm probably going to get some at some point, but so far I've gotten zero hateful comments, and hopefully it will carry on that way. I'm hoping it will, and I'm prepared if it doesn't. But really, like, that is so nice to me. I couldn't believe when I started getting a few comments. There's going to get one that's going to be hateful, but really so far not at all. People are genuinely helping. Like, even watching this video this far, like, thank you so much. You wouldn't believe how nice it is to me, so thank you. The next point that I want to talk about is research is procrastination. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. If you haven't posted a single video on YouTube and you're researching and you're looking at YouTube videos and you're or getting free courses, all that stuff, really, it's just procrastination because you don't want to post your first video. If now you've posted 10 videos and you're researching to see what videos could do better, or you're taking a little bit of time even for your first video to find out what you can post about, if it takes you more than a week to post your first video, it's procrastination. There's so many people that fall into this, and it's the worst thing that you can do because you feel like you're actually doing something. You don't feel like you're doing nothing and it's not anything good. But if you are somebody that does this, just post. Imperfection is great. Watch, like, I was going to say watch my first video, it's terrible, but maybe this one is terrible. I'm not the best speaker. I'm not somebody that's got millions of subscribers. Everything's not perfect. It's dark outside, so the lighting is probably terrible. I had my first video that got a few views, I had cut half my face off. So just post something. No matter if you don't have a script, just say my channel is about this and just post it. And then go from there. Try to improve every video. But that's going to be the best rather than just researching over and over and over again. If you get 0 views, you get 0 views, but at least you filmed that video. And it will improve over time, as I said earlier on. So thank you for watching so much. Now, every Monday, I post something that I filmed on the previous Friday where I share all my analytics. And I now made a playlist with that. So if you want to see my progress, and I'm going to keep posting those videos, then I'll post a playlist on one of these sites and you can watch that. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. If you leave a comment, thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.